there you are. I was wondering when the wind would carry the scent of curiosity in my direction. No need for coin, yet. What I carry is rarer than gold and more dangerous than love, memory, masquerade, and maybe a bit of magic. Come closer now, don't be shy. You look like the type who understands performance, the silent rhythm of all, the delicate heartbeat of a crowd just before the crescendo. And so, my dear traveler, let me show you something truly spectacular. The gloves of Glitz and Glamour, once stitched for the ringmaster of the skies himself, Dravenus Elonius the Outrageous, a dragonborn whose circus flew above nations and danced across clouds, a legend whose final act was vanishing into applause. Uldania, you've heard of it, haven't you? An island caught between empires, a melting pot for exiles, dreamers, outcasts, and wild things with nowhere left to go. They say the land calls to those who need it most. And from that wayward mosaic rose the Three-Winged Circus. It was no ordinary troupe. It was a sanctuary for the brilliant and broken alike. Fire breathers from shattered kingdoms, dancers from forgotten temples, and illusionists who never truly existed at all. And at the helm, Dravenus, who gathered them like stars into his big top sky. And then, one night, he clapped. Once, twice, thrice, and the circus was gone. No one's seen him since. Not in Uldania, not in the spell-choked ruins of Vivigo. But the gloves? Oh yes, the gloves remain. And they remember the show. These gloves are no mere costume piece. Oh no. When you slide them on, they hum. With performance, with presence. With a kind of spotlight you don't just earn, you command. +1 to dexterity, acrobatics, and charisma performance checks. Subtle, stylish, and precise. Once per long rest, during a performance before an audience. Double your proficiency bonus on that performance check. Let them weep, let them cheer, make the world fall in love with you. A flick of the wrist creates silent snaps, or harmless flares of colour and sparkles. Mere flavour, yes, but oh, what flavour it is. But the true marvel, the reason these gloves are whispered about in bard colleges and warlock cabarets alike. The Jester Sisters. Summon them with a clap, not a sound escapes, and yet, behold, glitz, glamour, or if you're lucky, both. 3 charges they cost. Roll a d3 to see who appears. Roll the same number twice. That sister bows out in a puff of glitter, but when they arrive, oh child, the show begins. Glitz wears the sun on her mask and mischief in her step. She's the trickster, the acrobat, the burst of ribbon in a war zone of grey. Passives, spotlight, invisibility, hiding, not near her. Enemies within 10 feet sparkle in truth. Misdirection, she dances past opportunity attacks like a whispered joke. Actions, step right up. Swap any 2 creatures within 30 feet. Ever see a minotaur and a rogue trade places mid-fight? I have. Peel Parade, a flurry of illusory banana peels, makes a 10-foot radius difficult terrain. Ridiculous and effective. Now you see me, a creature is sure you've vanished, blinded by awe until their next turn. Glamour, she's the soft sorrow, the haunting violin, the painted tear you never saw fall. A mime, a healer, and the melancholy between laughter. Passives, silent encouragement, plus 1d4 on saving throws versus fear and charm for allies. Melancholy. Aura, enemies nearby lose clarity, insight and perception suffer. Actions, mime mend, heal 2d6 and allow a reroll on 1 failed saving throw. Silent mockery, mimed insults, wisdom save or disadvantage on next attack. Invisible box, fail the save and you're trapped. Not really, but you'll believe it. Dual summon, the final act. Now, if the stars align and both Glitz and Glamour grace the stage, you get one joint act, a final brilliant performance before they vanish in confetti and cheers. Roll 1d3 for the act. 1. Tightrope Tempest, a 30-foot line, becomes a tumbling disaster. Enemies must make a dexterity saving throw, DC 15, or fall prone as if tripping on an invisible tightrope that snaps mid-performance. Allies, they balance perfectly. Naturally. 2. House of Mirrors, for one dazzling round. Allies in a 20-foot cube appear in 3 places at once. It's all illusion, of course, but effective. Enemies have disadvantage on attacks against them, swinging wildly at phantoms while your friends deliver the encore. 3. Encore! A fanfare erupts, trumpets of air and the roar of unseen crowds. Allies in a 30-foot cone immediately surge with inspiration. They may move up to half their speed, make one weapon attack, or cast a cantrip. The battlefield becomes a stage and your friends, the stars. But remember, this is no cabaret of carnage. Glitz and Glamour are spirits of showmanship, not soldiers. Strike them and they vanish. Target them, waste your fury. They cannot be harmed, only applauded or dismissed. So how do you use them? Now we get to the fun part. From the 5th to 10th level of your journey, those formative years of stardom, the gloves shine brightest. The Jester Sisters excel in battlefield manipulation, not domination. They'll never hurl a fireball, but they might set the scene for one. Imagine this. Glitz swaps the boss and their bodyguard. Then Glamour traps the brute in an invisible box while your blade finds its mark. That's theatre. But don't mistake spectacle for frivolity. The sisters are built for control, especially when facing mini-bosses with minions or crowds of foes you need to divide and bewilder. And beyond battle, that's where they really shine. Tavern shows, street performances, royal galas, subtle distractions for heists, peaceful negotiations enhanced by a perfectly timed sparkle flourish. These gloves don't just open door, they part curtains. Bards will adore them, of course, especially those who crave the spotlight. But a clever sorcerer with panache, or a warlock with a patron who values style, will find them equally powerful. And a rogue? Oh, give these gloves to a trickster with a silver tongue and watch a city burn with applause. But maybe you're not here for power. Maybe you seek something deeper, a story, a mystery, a curtain call that never came. The Three-Winged Circus is gone. The tents folded, the crowd dispersed, and Dravenus, he's still missing. They say he sold everything, paid his crew in full, and vanished without a word. A perfect ending to a perfect act. But don't you wonder why? Was he escaping something? Fulfilling a pact? Or maybe, just maybe, he knew it was time to pass the gloves to someone new. Someone bold enough to carry the echo of laughter into the next age. So, what will you do, traveller? Will you wear the gloves? Will you summon the sisters? Will you let the spirit of the stage flow through your fingers and into the world once more? The Three-Winged Circus has had its final flight, but the world still craves wonder, still waits for its breath to be stolen by something beautiful, absurd, and true. And perhaps, just perhaps, it's time for a new circus. Your circus. A show only you can put on. The gloves are yours now. The crowd is waiting. Take a bow and bring the house down.